Butt Wrestling, the No Holds Barred Wrestling channel, please switch over to here and check us out as we're trying to grow this channel as it's strictly wrestling content. We have content on Mondays. Bobby puts out Monday Night Nitro reviews from the olden days. We have content on Thursdays tonight, 6:30. We talk about the world of wrestling, whether it be Monday Night Raw, Danhausen, anything, literally anything. Fridays, I did my first ever clutch. I did my first ever Dynamite rundown on Friday last week. It was 45 minutes, and I'm here to report AEW still sucks. And then Saturday we do No Holds Barred, the flagship show, where me and Bobby and myself, we do WrestleMania recaps, movie reviews, PLE reviews, anything, all the above. This week we're doing WrestleMania 11. Last week we did What If. We rebooked literally WrestleMania 1 through 10, the main events. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I took Hogan out of a lot of main events because I'm so Hogan fatigued lately, Clutch. 11 straight weeks of my life because we did the What If edition. I had to watch Hogan. It sucked, dude. King Kong Bundy, WrestleMania 2, the tag match, WrestleMania 1, Andre, WrestleMania 3. I believe Randy Savage was WrestleMania 4. Warrior was 5. I think 6 was Slaughter. 9 was Yoko and that whole Bret Hart. I'm done with Hogan. All right. So anyway, gosh, we're not talking Hogan. We're talking wrestling, current day wrestling. We have a lot going on. We have the King of the Ring. We have squash matches being in the main event, which was a good squash match, by the way. Dom and Obafemi. We have a totally skippable match. If you ask me if I watch any second of Charlotte versus Roxanne, you okay, buddy, sure, pal. We had a lot of other stuff too. The main thing was the Bloodline, though. Clutch. Bloodline is back, and they're like back in a big way. And I think they're back for good. And I think they're redoing everything that they messed up the first time. What I mean by that is Solo shouldn't have been the right hand man. It should have always been Jacob Fatu. And Jacob Fatu is going to turn eventually, we think. But is it a smart idea to make him a babyface again? I'm asking you that question, Clutch.
Well, he seems just to be the badass of the group, the unhinged one, basically just the guy that Roman can sick on people. And really interesting in the beginning, Roman came out with this plan of telling Jacob he should acknowledge the twins. And Jacob shut that down very quickly. And then Roman responded with the good, I don't need yes men. And that was another version of the Bloodline that I'm starting to like now. It's a little different. Like every story that they do, people say it can get repetitive, but there's always a different aspect to it. Roman acknowledging that he doesn't need somebody to kiss his ass. And then the whole, I sent my picture, the whole Eric Andre thing, that was pretty funny. I'm not even going to lie. He touched him, he beat his ass, and on his way out, Roman said, do it again. And I like that kind of thing Roman has going on, where he can just basically send a hitman to kill anybody. And now we have there was a backstage segment where he whispered something to Jacob, and I caught it. I don't know if you caught it, but he said, Seth Rollins, kill him.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't hear it.
Yeah. So I guess that's what's happening next. Next time we see Seth, I think it's in Saudi. So that might be where Jacob comes along, makes up for Roman not being there, and just does the deed, I think.
Are they not having Cody versus Roman for the big champion thing?
They're not doing champion versus champion this year.
It's so dumb. Okay, I don't like champion versus champion, but if you're going to do something, do it. You know? If you're going to make it a tradition, just do it. But again, I'm not really a big fan of it. I got to pull up the brackets, by the way. Queen and Queen of the Ring 2026. I know the Obafemi, we're going to talk about Bloodline, but the bloodline does involve the king and queen of the ring, especially the king, not so much the queen, because of Jey Uso and his involvement in it, of course. Um, but let's get back to Jacob Fatu, or at least I'll get back to Jacob Fatu. And I'm different than you, and that's okay. I'm not saying that I'm any like my opinion's more important than yours, or right or wrong. But when I saw the Eric Andre thing, first off, great. What a bump he took just from the barricade to the floor. What a bump. I don't think I'm not taking that. There's no way, dude. My hip would break. So that was an amazing bump. But when they got into the ring and they do the whole, I already saw it coming. And again, you might pop for this. And again, that's cool. Like there's certain things that happen over and over again in my life that I pop for no matter what. But when we saw this with Bronson Reed, that should be his thing. That should be Bronson Reed's thing. I don't like that Jacob did literally the same thing that Bronson does. I didn't like it because it's becoming one of those things where someone spears someone through the barricade. Now, every single Raw, we need to have a spot where someone gets speared through the barricade now, because now we know the fans pop for it. I hope this doesn't extend to other people just doing this. Cool moment, yes. Like I'm not taking anything away from it, but what I saw was, wow, they're just doing what worked with Bronson. But Jacob doesn't need it. He could have put this guy in the Tungan Teth grip, right? But we saw him do that with LA Knight, so it would have had the same effect. We could have seen him just pop up powerbomb, anything. I don't know if I like that spot as much as you did because of all those reasons. How do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I mean, we're all entitled to our thoughts and preferences. I still like kind of, I'll lean toward it. It's cool. Yeah. I have no, but I also have no complaints for anybody that might not like it, because yeah, it is. We are in a stage in WWE where really, really cool things become common, and it shouldn't be that way. You said the barricade spots, where that used to be like once or twice every year or something, and now it feels like once or twice every month. So it's different. Like now it's some things can get repetitive, but I just feel like, so I get very invested into most things that just have to do with Bloodline, and even if you change the actors up a bit, it's still a compelling story, and that's kind of what I just look for at the end of the day.
Yeah, not wrong at all. Nothing you said was wrong at all. People are tired of the Bloodline. I'm seeing a lot of that on social media. I was on social media today for a little bit. I know I shouldn't be. It's a cancer, but people are like tired of the Bloodline. It's a lot of the tribalism between companies, between these people on Twitter and stuff. It's at an all-time high, I feel like. I really feel like there's a war going on that doesn't exist. And I saw people like the Bloodline, how boring, it's over, it's bad. Guys, I'm not taking shots at you because I watch Dynamite too now. I'm one of you. But Kenny Omega's been feuding with Don Callis for like 5 years, man. Like you can't, the Young Bucks have been feuding with the same people for 5 years, man. Do I ever see the Young Bucks versus anyone else besides the same 3 tag teams? No, we don't. Do we see, it's just the same shit everywhere. It's not just here. So to be honest, this is best for business. People are all in on Roman. He's so over. Jacob's over. Jay's over. Jimmy's over. Jimmy's over. It's working. I think it's okay. I'm not bored with it. I just hope they make it special. I hope they don't just say, "Hey, who could be our Sammy now? Who could be our Sammy now?" I hope they don't do that. Don't just copy and paste what you did last time with different actors. I need more. And I'm really hoping this leads to Jey Uso. I love what Jay's. I think Jay, I say like Liv Morgan and Dom were like the MVPs of like last year. Jey Uso's the MVP right now. For me, he's the most entertaining part of Raw. He's the most entertaining part of wrestling for me right now. I don't think there's anyone that I want to see more on my TV than Jey Uso. Facials, reactions, him taking Jimmy to the side and talking about why is Jacob get this. We didn't hear him, but we assumed he's like, what is this? Why is he getting some Ulafal? Why is he being recognized? He's disrespectful. Dude, everything that Jay does is calculated and meaningful.
Yep.
It's the
Yeah,
best.
I agree. Like Jay, especially the thing is when he got sent to on like his solo journey to the world title, it became they limited and handicapped him so much with Yeet. And where everything was Yeet. Everything was run it back, run the entrance back. They did it for Jay like the crowd did it. I think it was this Monday or the Monday before that. And nope, he just went straight to the promo. Cool. We're past the run it back. We're past
Mhm.
the just Yeet. And I like it. I think for the entire Bloodline story since the very beginning, I think Jay has been the MVP of the Bloodline story. And that's a story that's ongoing. It's been going on for years and years, even though it took a break for a little bit. We got right back into the story, and all of a sudden, again, he's the MVP. He's the one that everybody's looking at for because he's doing all this good work. These promos with passion, the gestures, the facial expressions, like you said. So Jay, when he's in a Bloodline story, is gold. And if they would have just let him be Jay when in a solo run, he might have done better actually because if they found something that was marketable and try to make money off of it, but that limits the superstar itself. So
100%.
yeah. So but yeah, Jay's been great so far. I hope he keeps it going.
Yeah, Jay's been great. I kind of when the King of the Ring was announced. I'm sorry, there's a gnat that I'm gonna kill real quick. Did I get it like Mr. Miyagi? No, I did not. Damn it. Um, I need chopsticks. There when the King of the Ring came out, I said there's only one path to them on the men's side. And that one path is Obafemi versus Jey Uso. There's no one else I saw that could have advanced. There's no one that makes sense. You could maybe think of Braun Breaker, but people that thought Braun Breaker was going to win, it didn't make sense for him to lose to Obafemi. Didn't make sense. If he wasn't going to lose to Solo, Carmelo, and Penta. Obafemi should never even sweat against anybody because he took 7 F5s and he beat Brock the first time. Like he's built like a superhero. He should never. Does Brock Lesnar struggle against Dom Mysterio? Does Brock Lesnar take any bumps? I didn't like to see these bumps that he took against Dom in the main event. I understand why it happened. I understand you can't make him Brock Lesnar because he's a full-time wrestler who needs to have competitive matches. But let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something, Clutch. People are there for squash matches for Oba. You can put him in there against Dom and have him squash Dom in a minute. People would have had the same reaction. What do you agree or disagree?
I agree that they would have had the same reaction. And I think yeah, squash matches for Oba actually make total sense. Like you said, 7 F5s still survived, still came out. He ended up losing the last one, but still came out looking like gold. Crowd is over as hell for him. So yeah.
The story here was Dom was we'll focus to the main event in the bracket of the King of the Ring, which I have in front of me. The main event, Obafemi versus Dom. Dom was playing his game, right? Jumping out of the ring, creating space, getting an opportunity for JD McDonough to get involved, which he did and got destroyed. Dom got a cheap shot, a low blow. Like that's their secret weapon in WWE, a low blow. Which, to be honest, if I get hit in the nuts, like sure, doesn't matter how big you are, it sucks. But he did the 619 to him into his stomach area, abdomen area, and then he did a frog splash, instantly kicked out, instantly, not even like maybe a 1 count. That was good. I don't know if I wanted to see the bump. I would prefer him grab the 6. I thought he was going to grab him. I honestly thought he was going to grab his feet and swing him back into the ring.
Yeah. I think what they try to sell is because he had the hammer in his boot.
Yep.
So that I guess that was enough to keep Ova down for at least a splash.
Yep.
And that's how they made it believable, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it, but Oba advances. He's gonna face Jey Uso. If you guys think it's Javon Evans, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's gonna be Jey Uso for the King of the Ring championship tournament, whatever you want to call it. And I think we're gonna get Jey Uso winning this. I think Oba's gonna take another loss, which I don't see how that's possible. Talk me out of it, Clutch.
Uh, I don't know because I figure we're all expecting it to be Oba and Brock at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
And even after the match, Oba got on the mic and he said, "Oh, I thought tonight was going to be the night you would come." And yeah, he didn't. So does Brock finally get involved in the final in Saudi? Maybe that's possible. Maybe the other one would be Oba wins and you have him because he has to challenge at SummerSlam. That's the thing. SummerSlam is 2 nights. He does double duty. Beats
No.
Brock in the first night, wins the title in the second night. If there's ever a time to strap a rocket onto him, I mean, I guess. But if you think realistically, yeah, I think Jay's gonna win, and I do think it's gonna be because of Brock. So yeah, it would be very cool to see Javon against Oba because I think the
Mm-hmm.
styles clash very well there. But obviously for the story, it's not going to be. He's probably going to have a good showing and then ultimately lose. But yeah, I think yeah, it has to be because of Brock that Oba loses. That's the only way.
Justin, what's going on, Justin? He says the booking has been stupid. I would like the opinion of Justin because I'll be honest, I'm okay with Oba versus Jey Uso in the finals. I want Jey Uso to win the tournament. I want him to be king of the ring. I want to see where the story goes. I would like to see him pick Roman. I would like that. I know people don't want it. I know people say that's boring. I know people say it's wrong, but that's where we get Jacob Fatu, and that's where he turns on Roman. Listen, I want everyone to understand this, and I think you know this, Clutch. If we do the same path where Jacob turns on Roman, he's a babyface again, we're in the same spot where we were. Literally the same spot. Literally a teddy bear Jacob Fatu, babyface. That's not where he belongs. He needs to align himself with the brothers, with Jay and Jimmy, and because Roman's over no matter what. Guess what, Vince? The big babyface you wanted, you got it. You're not here anymore, but you got it. He's going to be cheered for the rest of his career. Roman is. That is. It's okay that you turn Jacob against him. That's the whole point of the story. Just because it's predictable doesn't mean it's bad. I knew Game of Thrones. I knew the end. I knew Jon Snow was going to have to kill Khaleesi. I knew that from day one. It happened. It was still good. I liked it. Most people didn't like it. I liked it. I know. Sorry if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, people. Khaleesi's a bitch. Anyway, Jey Uso, I think, has to win this tournament and eventually pick Roman. That's the only thing that could make sense to me. Because if Oba wins and he picks Roman, first off, why? Second off, he has to beat Roman, and then what happens? What happens there? Where's our Brock and Oba match? We can't do double nights. It wouldn't make sense. So I don't know. Booking is kind of weird. Justin says if Jay wins, it's better if he picks Roman and not Cody. Give us Cody at Punk. Yeah, give us Cody and Punk at SummerSlam. By the way, I'm mad about that. I'll talk about how I try to watch SmackDown and how it's the worst television show. It's worse than Dynamite. It is. I don't want to see Punk on SmackDown, man. Don't make me watch cable. Don't make me watch Punk on SmackDown. God. But I'm sure you're excited for that. And honestly, Punk and Cody will get me to go watch SmackDown. So it is what it is. But can I ask, can we pivot about Javon Evans? To Javon Evans?
Yeah.
2 times. 2 times now, heel factions or heel tag teams have tried to recruit this kid. The New Day did it. They're now gone. And now the Vision's doing it. Wouldn't it be beneficial for him to join a heel group? Don't you think? Or do you think just keep him corny, 6'7", bouncy kid?
The thing is, it would be nice to see if he can, but his personality and whatever, at least what he's shown on TV, we don't know what a heel Javon Evans would look like. We don't know if it would be good. So that's why the only reason I'd be a little more cautious about saying, yeah, turn him heel, let him join a heel group. Yeah, I don't know because he's so high flying dynamic that kind of forces him to be a babyface. If
Mhm.
you don't have many successful high flying dynamic heels out there, so I guess your best comparison is like Logan Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
so you don't have much of that, and I don't think the crowd is also ready to boo him. He's still on the upswing in that sense. They like him almost as much as they like guys like Penta and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So yeah, I don't see it for now. It doesn't mean I don't want to see it in the future, but right now I don't even because I don't know if he would be a good heel. That's what it comes down to.
I agree. I agree with everything you just said, but I also say this: I don't see him being a top baby face either. I see him being mid card baby face for the rest of his life. And if a heel version of him comes out and it's good, I could probably benefit him because if you look at the top baby faces, Punk, Cody, Oba, Rollins right now, LA Knight, those are all way bigger stars and more physically intimidating than a Javon Evans. Um, but I will say I'm gonna pivot to LA Knight. I am. Can I just say I'm off of him? I'm not a fan anymore. I'm over him. I'm not a fan anymore. Clutch. I don't know what it is. Is it because it's? I think this is because of bad booking. There's no direction for this guy. None. What are we doing with LA Knight? It's it's kind of insane right now.
That reminds me of a tweet I saw today, and it was a question: would you rather do 3 years in prison or life in prison until LA Knight wins a world title? And I said, just give me the 3 years.
Yeah, give me the 3 years, man. Not gonna happen. Never gonna happen. And I don't know why. His age, his personality type, maybe I don't know. Wrong time, wrong place.
I think that's the case, actually. He's just whenever he's been hot, he's always in the middle when CM Punk is white hot, when the bloodline is going. It's just wrong place, wrong time. If and he just can't seem to find that little pocket in time where WWE can afford to put the title on him.
But that just tells me they don't believe in him and he'll never be world champion, unfortunately. But he's always going to be entertaining. Like he's fine, but I'm just so off on him. I saw his promo he cut. The segment came out. Jacob Fatu destroyed him. I just didn't care, and it sucks because I used to like LA Knight a lot. He needs to go back to a heel. I know I'm a big heel guy though. I like heels. That's probably my issue. I don't like baby faces. They're so boring. We're gonna pivot to cut this Nat, bro. We're gonna pivot to the women's side real quick. Nothing crazy. Everything's happening in line that we thought. Io Sky's in the final as we thought, which means people it's gonna be a heel, which we already knew it was gonna be Liv Morgan. So Liv will beat Charlotte, I assume. I don't think it's gonna go any other way. And we're gonna have Liv Morgan versus Io Sky at Night of Champions. And it's a situation where if Io Sky wins, she's gonna challenge Liv, and it's gonna be I beat you, I could do it again. Or Liv's gonna win, and she's gonna challenge Rhea, of course, and she's gonna be Liv 2 belts, which I want that more than anything. Because if you're gonna make me watch SmackDown because CM Punk's coming back, Liv's gonna be forced to be on SmackDown. I'm in because they need stars. They need stars so bad. I sat through that entire fatal 4-way match between Ruka, Valkyrie, Flair, and Cargill. It was so hard to stay awake, Clutch. I'm sure I don't know if you liked it or not, but that was horrible. But that being said, I'm sorry, but Liv winning is beyond stupid, Justin. I don't know, man. I'm the greatest women's WWE champion of all. Like, I would love that. I'm the best double champion of all time. Sign me up for that, Clutch. Sign me up. I'm in. I'll say you.
I also don't think it's a given that Io wins and she challenges Liv.
Oh.
Maybe you get a little bit of a surprise, challenges Rhea instead, and then you get Rhea and Io, and I think that's a great match. Uh, will she win? Usually, I feel like recently, King of the Ring has been more for the heels.
Always. Oh, in history. That's
Yeah.
history.
You don't see too much success when a babyface does it and wins, but I feel like EO could be one that I could see winning and I'm not upset. Uh, Also, yeah, I think that final of EO versus Liv it's money either way, and I'm not mad at it. Give me a great match. I'm happy with either result.
I agree with that. I'm surprised Raquel didn't win. Like, I'm really genuinely shocked that Raquel didn't beat EO. And I'm genuinely shocked we're not getting Liv versus Raquel. I thought that was the path we were gonna see. And kind of like, again, kind of shocked. Justin says Rhea's hurt right now. She may not be available for SummerSlam. That's horrible
Yeah,
if that's
yeah.
true.
They took her off the Saudi show because of that.
It's horrible. So what are they gonna do? Drop the title? Vacate it? You have to have her. I don't know. Well, I guess we're not the bookers, so we don't know. But that's the women's. There's not to me. It's not interesting. I know people hate Liv Morgan being the champion or doing it. I don't care. Justin, I love you, but I don't care. I think this would be best. That's why I think they should do it to get her more heat. I might sound like an idiot. I might sound like a mark, but let me tell you something. She needs heat because she's a fan favorite. I think the last time I saw her on TV, they had a massive banner of the fans. Happy birthday, Liv. She's a heel. You're supposed to hate her. But in WWE world, everyone's a babyface. Everyone's over, apparently. Speaking of baby faces, speaking of being over, there's a championship that happened, not in wrestling. There's a championship that happened in the NBA. The New York Knicks. I didn't watch a game, but I heard they won a championship, and there was a man that was totally responsible for it. Who was that, Clutch? Who was that man responsible for this Knicks?
Well, very very nice.
Is he really, really over? Do people know him now? Is he like a megastar now?
He's all over ESPN, all over basically everywhere. They had the Knicks on Jimmy Fallon the other night, and they completely brought it up, and they're like, "Yeah, we believe in his powers," and he's an actual. He was on the Stephen A. Smith show today,
Okay.
so he's all over the place. And this dude, I think him and Punk are the best signings from AEW that that WWE has made, and I don't even think it's remotely close.
I'm trying to think. You wouldn't put Cody up there?
You see, I forget that Cody's the AEW guy sometimes. Okay,
Hey,
top
like,
three.
founding father, brother.
Hands up, top three.
Yeah, top three. No, listen. This is just another example of how Tony drops the ball on money, on things, on talent. And I'm not going to go into it because I'm not a booker. I don't think I could I think I could outbook Tony, but I don't think I could do it for WWE. I really don't think I could. But I really truly think I could outbook Tony. He messed up. He messed up big time with Danhausen. Like, this is a guy who doesn't even wrestle. Yes, he's had matches. Yes, a match on WWE PLE didn't go over well. People didn't like it. But that's not his role. His role is comedy. And this is WWE World Wrestling Entertainment. So I just want to put this out here. I'd much rather watch a 2-minute segment or even a minute segment of Danhausen than a 20-minute match between Jon Moxley and some massive man that I've never heard of called Shane Taylor. Yeah, I watched that fucking match, Clutch. It took 20 minutes.
20 minutes is crazy.
It was miserable. Much rather watch the minute and a half of Danhausen. Just putting it out there. So I love it. Super over. I didn't watch one game. I'm glad the Knicks won. I have a lot of friends that like the Knicks. I'm glad. What's going on over there, buddy? You getting Danhausen's texting you?
Yeah.
The plug? That's good.
I got the messages coming in first.
Danhausen's like, very evil, very nice, Clutch.
I'm getting the transfer right now because of all the good stuff he's saying.
Wait, he's got the money now. Justin says most people can out book better than Tony right now. Knicks fan here, still enjoying the win. Good. I'm glad. I like that when their sports team wins, they get happy because it's all about family and uniting people and your friends. Like when the Lightning win, I'm happy. If your Knicks win, I'm happy for you. I'm no longer bitter sports fan over here. Um, but I am bitter wrestling guy. I am bitter wrestling guy. And there's a couple more topics I want to bring up other than Danhausen. This doesn't really, I guess it does involve the WWE, but can I just say something like serious? Like I don't want to joke about this. And maybe you disagree with me, Clutch, because it's a very divisive topic. You
Mhm.
psychopaths out there that are harassing Roman Reigns for being at a UFC fight, no matter the location, no matter the event. At the end of the day, it's a UFC fight. And celebrities go there all the time. CM Punk was just at the Ronda Rousey one. It's not a UFC fight, but it was MMA. I don't care where it was held. I don't care. I'm not a political person whatsoever. I don't care who's in office. It affects my life, but I try not to let it. I focus on my family and what I can do for my family. Leave the man alone. He's at an event, a UFC, a real sporting event. It's insane how you people harass people for no reason. It's ridiculous. That's all I had to say. Just how to get it out there, Clutch. Again, why do we care? Did you care? It's okay if you cared.
Uh, I didn't care. I think it's such an easy connection to make. UFC is TKO, WWE is TKO. If you're WWE, it just makes sense to have your biggest stars there. Triple H is going to be there. Uh, Roman's going to be there. They're going to have as many people there as possible, unless they absolutely do not want to be there. Which, for example, that's why maybe Punk was not there. Also, Punk, I don't know what his relationship with Dana White is anymore. So, yeah, stuff like you probably won't get Punk, but you can get Roman. If Cody was there, I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't expect anybody to be upset about it. I think, yeah, it was a big spectacle, whatever, however you may want to feel about it, and WWE is in the business of always following up on that, on stuff like that, and just having people present at the Super Bowl, at the World Cup, and stuff like that. Just having visibility to their stars. And I keep getting these messages. Holy crap!
It's all good. Listen, I want to address this comment. Going there means you're okay with Trump from their point of view. And Justin, if that's your point of view, I'm not judging. Trust me. I don't like arguing about this stuff because it's out of my realm. And I don't think that's what you're trying to say. But if that is your realm, if that's what you're thinking, it's kind of, to me, I don't understand. I can't comprehend it. I cannot comprehend it. Because let me tell you something, people. There are some people, my wife included, who is an African American woman who hates Donald Trump. That's a fact. She's one of those people who I hate because she lets it consume her life sometimes. And I'm like, babe, you gotta stop. Like, we gotta focus on our family. But anyway, besides the point, she wants to go visit the White House still because she's never been and she's always wanted to. Does that make her a bad person? She hates Trump. She's black. Yes, I have a black wife. I'm cool. and and what else I was gonna say? Oh, and she just wants to go for the history because her whole life she was taught history of the presidents and this and that and importance of it. She still wants to go. Does that make her a bad person? I don't think it does. But to some people, it does. And the bottom line is there was a sporting event for some reason there. And Roman works for TKO. Roman had to go. That's it. That's all I had to say about it. If anyone wants it to expand on it more, go ahead. I just had it. It pisses me off, dude. First off, Roman, why are you wearing some corny ass sailor shirt anyway? It looked horrible.
I saw somebody say he looks like the guy from Blue's Clues with the striped shirt,
Yeah.
and that was hilarious.
Yes, he looked like, dude. I thought he looked like is he a sailor? Like, I don't know, but it is what it is, man. Do you have anything else to add to this show?
Yeah, no, especially on this subject, I think, yeah, people are gonna think whatever they want to think, despite of what opinions are. So, yeah.
It's a crazy world we live in, brother. But I'm glad we do live in this world. I'm glad we're able to do this show every single week here on the No Holds Barred Wrestling channel. I'll be back tomorrow, Clutch. After this stream, guess what I'm gonna do? Just guess.
The AEW rundown.
No, I'm not gonna perform it. I'm not gonna because I have to go watch. I have to go torture myself and see what's going on in the world of Tony Khan land. Do you know they have a match set up at Forbidden Door, 6-on-6 tag team match in a steel cage?
That just sounds like a huge clusterfuck. Sorry, Bobby, of epic proportions.
And it's not even like big stars. It's job guys. It's Orange Cassidy. It's Roderick Strong. It's Ishii. It's Mark Briscoe, who I love Mark Briscoe. I like some of these guys I named. And it's MJF, and he offered money to like Jay Lethal and other job guys I never ever in my life heard of. Why are we putting our main event talent in the main event with job guys? I'll never understand it. I never will. I'll never understand Tony Khan's thinking. But yeah, I get to go watch AEW Dynamite after this. So cannot wait. Also, Clutch, if you missed it on the AEW rundown, I broke down Chris Jericho's worst segment of all time with Ciampa. That was one of the worst segments I've ever seen in my life that Chris Jericho was in.
Oh, wow.
So go check that out. It was horrible.
Did WWE dodge a bullet?
We all thought. Remember when the Royal Rumble was going on? I said, I'm the only person saying no. No. And everyone was like, oh, for the pop, for this nostalgia. And I'm like, you guys don't watch AEW. Because if you did, you would not be asking for this. 100% would not be asking for Chris Jericho in 2026. And I'm so glad WWE didn't do it. Or whatever happened. But either way. Wrong, Ishii is not in the match. He's not. He was out there. He was jogging. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll learn this tonight when I watch Dynamite, Justin. Don't spoil it for me, brother. I need to watch this. Oh, he's going to tell me. It's Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly. Oh, Takeshita. Okay. And Darby. Was this made up last night? All right. And then versus MJF and the Don Callis family, which is Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Jake Doyle. I don't know who that is. Okada and Andrade. All right, that's a little bit better than job guys. Like I thought I saw him run with Jay Lethal and Lee Moriarty or who these guys are. So that's your main event for Forbidden Door, Clutch. How do you feel about that?
That sounds like something very interesting for a certain demographic of people.
Hey, us sickos, brother, we stick together, yeah. All right? So with that being said, I will see you all tomorrow at noonish for the AEW Dynamite Rundown. I'm going to go torture myself. This has been Josh Kimmel. That's Miami Clutch PE. El Ginger Americano decided again his Roman Reigns schedule. He's off. So congratulations, Mr. Chris. We'll be back next week for more fun. Until then, guys, peace out. And Justin, stop spoiling stuff for me, man. All right, guys. Peace out. Wait, if I can end the stream.